talk. Hey.
Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon, and you're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's up, my beautiful people?
Hey, how's it going? Happy Monday.
Yes, yes, yes. Welcome to another edition of the Man Cave Morning Show.
Yes.
Salute, salute, salute to everybody. Good morning, everybody. Shout out to John Booth. What's up, cuzzo? Shout out to Michael Nichols, Kaya Hush, Julius Gray. But before I do all that, let me introduce the amazing squad up here on the Man Cave Morning Show on WBKS1.com. Starting to my left, the dude. That is me. Known this man for years. Great brother. Salute to my man, Dennis Atkins on the check-in.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes,
Darth Vader on the mic.
Yes, yes, yes.
Father on the mic.
To my far right. Just had a birthday. That dude that gets a little rude, especially when he's in a bad mood. We call him Deacon Woo. What's up? Woo!
Let's get it!
And right next to me, the flamethrower.
The flamethrower.
The trouble starter.
The flamethrower.
Yes, yes.
The flamethrower.
The beautiful, the amazing.
The flamethrower.
We call her Jackie D.
Good morning.
Smooches, Marcus, smooches.
And you would be, sir?
I would be the dude that cleans the gum from underneath the seats, that washes out the toilet bowls, that vacuums the floors. I am humbly Storm Norn the General.
Chief Power Washer Extraordinary.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Let me get some shout outs. Shout out to Deborah Holland. Hey, Deborah, how you doing? Derek Green, Amina, J. Mack, Kimberly Renee, Julius Gray, Kaya Hush, Michael Nichols. Yes. J.S. Pocket, Patricia Shell Givens, Joanne Esau. Yes. Ty Ingram, Stephanie Thomas. Good morning, Patricia Shell Givens. That's my sister. Hey, sis, love you. Ty Ingram, Stephanie Thomas. Good morning. Let's clap it up for the peeps.
Good morning again to everyone. Thank you for joining us. Now, what platforms are we on?
You know we everywhere.
Yeah.
We are on YouTube right now, live. We are on Twitter right now, live. We are on Periscope right now, live.
Bang.
We are on Ustream right now, live. We're on the mother site right now, WBKS1.com, live. We are also on the TuneIn app, live.
Bang.
And also on my Facebook page.
Of course.
Live.
Booyaka shot.
So let's clap it up
Booyaka
for
shot.
it.
Gun shots.
So people are watching us and listening to us everywhere. So let's give some. Deborah said, "Good early rising, kings and queens. Happy belated born day, Dawu. My birthday twin. My birthday is also March 23rd. Oh, is it? Oh my God! Wait a minute,
Deborah. Respect my twin.
Wait a
Respect.
minute.
Happy belated birthday.
I feel bad because I have to hit my brother and my nephew up and wish them a happy
Their
birthday.
birthday was the same day?
It just skipped my mind. Yes, the 23rd.
Oh, wow.
March
My brother and my
23rd
nephew.
in the. That's why we get along.
You know
Wow.
what?
Well, maybe
You know
he
what?
don't like his nephew. I don't know.
No, I love my nephew.
Okay, good.
I
That's
love
why we
my
get
nephew.
along.
Wow.
And I love
Sometimes
my
when
brother.
you're so busy, though, but you had something going on because you were going to a wedding and everything. So you were
Yeah, you had the wedding
Yes.
this
You
weekend.
had a lot of
You had
stuff
the
going
wedding.
on.
Life escaped me.
Yes.
Forgive me, family, for not wishing.
No, but you did say something. You said it's something today besides the wedding. You just kept saying
Yes.
it, and it didn't.
He
You
was
just
mad
didn't put
busy
it
that
together.
day. He was
Yeah.
mad busy
Yeah.
that day.
And plus, you got your new phone. So
No doubt, no doubt. And I got a brand new phone.
The general has a new phone.
Yes, let's clap it up for that.
Yes.
You have no idea what that means.
Jackie gonna be working that clap button today.
I'm okay with it. Let's
So,
get it. Yes.
General's phone. General's phone.
Now,
Yeah.
you know we're gonna be talking about some things today. So,
Yes.
one of the things we're gonna be talking about is how has life challenges shaped your life?
Wow.
Now, what we mean by that is we want y'all to be real transparent today
Yes.
on the Man Cave Morning Show. That we're gonna be talking about personal illnesses. You know, how has having a personal illness shaped your life?
Yeah.
And how did you cope with it? We're gonna be talking about death. How
Right.
has a death, to someone you love, with someone you love, shape your life?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Divorce. How has it shaped your
Yes,
life? How has
yes.
it changed you?
Yes.
How did you bounce back from it?
Yes.
We're going to talk about all of that today. And also, the Roxanne Shante movie. She's more than just a rapper. I seen the movie. You didn't see it yet.
No, I didn't see it. I
Excellent
didn't even
movie.
know.
Will, you seen it?
Oh my God. What?
Yeah, I didn't see it yet.
Dennis, you didn't see it yet?
I didn't know.
We're going to talk about
When
it
you get
today.
off the broadcast, get to Netflix and watch it.
Yes,
I've been
yes.
hearing a lot about it.
Oh my God.
And
it
then
was
Trump and the
phenomenal.
porn star.
Oh my God.
Her
This
Stormy
clown.
Daniels.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
crazy.
The 60-minute interview.
Oh, what about
It just
that? What
keep
about
getting
that,
worse
General?
and worse.
Our
I'm
president
sorry.
is gangster. But we're going to talk about that.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that.
All right.
But welcome everybody on the Man Cave Morning Show. We're going to go right into this topic.
Yes.
How has life's challenges shaped your life? And
Okay.
again, personal illnesses, death, divorce, a challenge you had in your life. How has it shaped your life?
Yeah.
So let's be transparent about it. If you had an illness you was dealing with in your life or whatever, and you coped and you managed through it, you know what I'm saying? You still was able to get up every day and do what you got to do, even though you're struggling with an illness or whatever like that. We want to talk about it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go right into. I'm gonna go to Woo. Let
Okay.
Woo start off, and then gonna let Dennis take it.
Okay.
We're gonna go physical, but we can go psychological as well. Definitely have suffered from depression for most of my life. But before we go psychological, let's go physical. I've been in a lot of car accidents when I was a younger man, even before I had all of this weight. So what happens is, with me, my back will lock up. Okay? I'm constantly in pain all the time. So you go to the doctor after he says you're too fat, lose weight. He goes, in order for you to deal with this pain, you got to take this medication, right?
Yeah.
Well, the medication, I'm not taking because you can get addicted to crap like that.
Right.
So I don't take it. So what that means is that all the time I'm in pain. Sometimes it's worse than others. Now, if anyone has ever dealt with chronic back pain, it can make you go cuckoo.
Yes, it can.
Now, I'm already cuckoo and already paranoid and already conspiracy brother. Already. Banging on the beast on the radio every day. But if you combine that with chronic pain, it could cause you to kind of go astray. So what I've had to learn to do was through my practice, through breathing, through meditation, and through exercise, right? It allows me to deal with my pain. But I have to always keep in mind are my emotions based on the physical pain that I'm happening,
Yeah.
or is it based upon what I'm perceiving? The next thing I would like to say is, like Paul with the issue of the flesh, the pain constantly reminds me how happy and grateful I am to be alive.
Yeah.
Right.
Because though some days I can't get out of the bed, I can't, like in the morning time, especially when I work a double shift and I have to come to the studio, I can't even get out of the truck. It takes me like 15 minutes to physically get out of the truck to motivate. And that could be depressing sometimes. But my perception of that is, wow, I appreciate every day. I appreciate being on the radio. I appreciate having you guys in my family and being able to speak my truth. But at one time, flamethrower, it depressed me. Wow. So I had to change my perspective and my outlook. And finally, so those days when my back doesn't hurt, I'm like, my back ain't hurt. Let me go for a walk. Let me exercise. Like, I appreciate exercising now, whereas before I was like, it's too cold, it's too hot, it's too whatever.
Yeah.
So it gives me an appreciation. So for me, pain is the perspective in which you deal with it, because it can make you go crazy.
True indeed.
Oh, wow.
That's correct.
Good morning, brother Dennis.
Good morning, brother Norman.
The dude.
Lady J.
Good morning.
And my man Woo in the building.
Bang, bang.
Had to give them shout outs, but nonetheless, one of the things that shaped my life, much kind of like what Woo was saying, mine's a little different. And mine is more of a physical ailment, and it's the scar on my arm, on my left arm. I was burned when I was a baby, so this has been with me. I'm 48. This has been with me 48 years.
Wow.
But as a child, kids made fun of me. They often, kind of like, I wouldn't say bullied me, but they just kind of try to keep me in a place where they made me feel like I was less than them. I'm talking about even up until my teen years.
Right.
Wow.
But as a kid, when you are constantly picked on, kids, we deal with depression. As a child, you deal with depression a little different.
Right.
Yeah.
It could either make you angry or it can make you suicidal. In my case, it made me angry. In which case, still has a passionate fire lit in me because of that. But make a long story short, my mother saw that I was going through this time of anger and all this other stuff, so she put me into martial arts, and I was training with Mr. Bilal on 2nd Street. It took me years, even after training, it took me years to get out of that mindset or that scar, that ailment of the scar being on my arm. But let me tell you the benefit of it. To this day, at the age of 48, it's made me a beast, because I challenged myself. When I was 26, I went and got surgery on my arm. And the doctor said, don't worry about it. You'll never have muscle grow in that area, because we removed the muscle because the muscle was stuck to the skin because it had burned so badly that my skin was attached to the muscle.
Right.
They removed the muscle and said, don't worry about it. It'll never grow. That's why you can't believe what doctors tell you. You got to have it in your mind to overcome whatever challenge you need to overcome. Went to the gym. That's exactly why I'm the way I am today. I am a beast mania in the gym, because they told me that I couldn't grow it. They were like, you can't grow. Your arm's never going to grow. And to this day, my left arm is actually, the burned arm is actually more shredded than the right.
Wow.
Wow.
So that's my story. That's my contribution to that.
Do you know, I never noticed your arm until you said it. I guess because of the way you carry yourself. Like,
right.
I never noticed. Did you?
I promise
I'm
you, I
like,
was
they
getting
go
ready to say
swole
that.
D.
I know, because I know them for a while.
So Norm knew me a while.
Wow.
I
Look
didn't
at how he
even pay
carries
attention.
himself. Like, I got to.
Yeah.
He always got his shirt off with his chest hanging out.
I never looked at it.
Yeah.
I
And
never noticed that.
the funniest thing that ever happened to me, though, is that this white guy came up to me and he go, yo, that's a neat tattoo. And I started laughing. I was like, this isn't a tattoo, man. This is a burn.
Right.
He was like, he said the same thing Wu said. He said, you're not sporting it like a burn, man. I said, well, I've been with me 48 years.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
How
I
could
wake
not
up and see it.
His whole arm burnt. I never seen it.
Bro,
Jesus
whole
Christ.
arm, up to the shoulder, everything.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
let's
never saw that.
Yeah, let's clap that up.
It's the way you carry yourself, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Nobody
Thank
notices
you.
that.
Shout out to everybody on the check-in. Let's
Yes.
read some comments. And
Okay, we can do that.
again, we're talking about how has life's challenges shaped your life? It could be a personal illness, death, divorce, a move, whatever.
Yeah.
We want to know. We're gonna be transparent this
Yes.
morning, so we want y'all to
Yes.
share y'all stories. Shout out to let's go right with who we gonna start with first.
We can start at
Derek
the top.
Green.
Sure.
T Green.
Okay, losing
What's up,
losing a home. Can you move that? Son?
I'm sorry. No, she gets on me.
Losing a home, moving, losing a job, infidelity, being on welfare, losing loved ones, all has shaped my life. That's from Derek Green.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. And we're gonna talk about it this morning.
Yes.
Maybe our stories can help one another out.
Yeah. Go on.
Let's go down to Vereen.
Okay, Vereen Brown. Challenge is an everyday process, and its sacrifice make it better. Divorce or pain.
So Vereen, you went through a divorce, and that divorce helped to shape your life a certain type of way. Let's talk about it. Juanita, hey sis, how you doing? I love when I see Juanita on the check-in. Good morning, cousin Dennis. All true, but I look at you today. God is awesome. Yes. Let's clap it up for that.
Yes.
Thanks, cuz. Appreciate that.
Yes. Okay. What's that? Is that Audrey? Audrey Rebel. Shout out to the big bro Storm Norm, the Man Cave in the building. Great show. Thank you so much.
Squad Rebel Radio right there.
No doubt. Yeah. One love. Respect.
Oh wow. Even Derek said he never even noticed it.
Yeah, talking about my burn.
Yeah, he said he didn't notice it.
Nobody does.
I didn't notice it either. Didn't pay attention.
Let's Stephanie Thomas.
Oh, Stephanie
Good morning,
Thomas.
Stephanie.
Good morning. I had a hip replacement, so I know all too well how you feel. I guess she's responding
Chronic
to you.
pain. Chronic pain. Yes.
She said, I was in pain for over 3 years, being told by my doctor that I didn't need the replacement.
Right.
I felt like life was passing me by due to not being able to walk without a tremendous amount of pain all over. Now I have my model walk back, and I'm feeling no pain.
God bless. God bless. That's great news.
Yes.
Salute. Stephanie, that's good to hear. Very good to hear.
Because I know a lot of people who probably had hip replacements and they're still walking with canes, or they're stuck with the pain medication or something. I know quite a few people, and they're what I consider young. They're in their like 40s.
When
I consider that to be young.
When I went to the chiropractor and they told me to have my back fused, and there was a guy that looked like Dennis, big muscle bound, was in a walker like this. I was like,
man.
I was like this. No, thank you. I'll deal with the pain.
Wow.
Like he could, like it affected the way his balance was.
Yeah, it does.
Like,
that's crazy.
When you fuse those vertebrae.
It sure does.
I'm like, I'll stay with him. He's like, oh, your disc is degenerative, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay.
I get
you know what I'm saying? I gotta walk.
Trust me, I understand.
And let's read the wonderful, beautiful Deborah Hollins comment.
Good morning, Deborah.
Good morning, Deborah.
Not
Deborah.
Deborah has a comment.
Yes. I was once diagnosed with fibromyalgia, osteoporosis, rheumatoid arthritis, degenerated disc, high blood pressure, and I suffer from stomach ulcer along with depression because of the pain. And many I was taking many medications. And because I changed my diet, I no longer suffer from any pain or take any medication, not even an aspirin. All thanks and praises to the Most High. Yes.
Yahweh in the house this morning.
Yes.
That's a great feeling when you constantly are in pain from whatever is bothering you. And a lot of times these doctors will tell you things. Know why? Because it's money and medication, billions of dollars, and what better way to keep you coming back than that's not working, we have another medicine, this just came out, try this, try that, and none of the stuff work. Sometimes you do have to seek other alternatives, whether it's a chiropractor or whether it's what's the one, the acupuncture. A lot of people swear by that. I have had chronic back pain, but mine came from an accident.
Yeah, mine too.
I fell.
Car accident.
I fell. I fell
car accidents.
in between some trucks. I used to work at this company, and I fell, lost my footing, and hurt my leg. And I lift. At the time, I was holding something, and I lift. I guess normal in my mind. Lifting to me is something you don't think about.
Yeah, but you have to do it properly.
I wasn't paying attention, and I guess lifting it, trying to be Shiro, and lifted it on my shoulder, and I literally heard something pop.
Oh, stop!
Wow!
I literally heard something pop, and to this day, I have to sleep with a pillow under my back. I don't take medication. I just don't. I'm not that person to take medication. But I have to sleep with a pillow under my back every single night. And I can't. I used to sleep on my stomach. And they say that that's wrong. You're supposed to sleep on your back. But that's how I was most comfortable. I can't even lay on my stomach for 30 seconds. I have to sleep on my back or on my side.
Wow.
Because there's back pain. And I just refuse to have someone dig in my back.
I'm with you.
I'm scared of that. Me personally.
I'm with you.
A lot of stuff don't scare me, but that scares me because my spine, you want to, and it's when you deal with surgery, anything can go wrong.
Let me just add an aside.
Yeah, then I want to kind of touch on Deborah Holland's.
Yes, we'll go back.
Before we get to Deborah, let me just say, for all of those people that don't deal with back pain, imagine going to the bathroom and not being able to get up off the toilet.
Yeah.
Imagine being in
like,
your car,
that's
look,
crazy.
outside of the studio, like, and can't get out of the car, can't get out of the truck, and people go, "Yeah, all right. You just need to do this. You just need to do that." Right? Your mindset and your perception has to change. That's the first thing. Second thing, for all those that are on a lot of medications, contact D. He'll get you in shape and drop all the medications.
Yes.
Contact my co-host on the bottom.
This is what she was saying. She found a new way, right? So we're going to talk about it.
No.
He will definitely get you in shape.
And it's funny because she mentioned fibromyalgia.
Fibromyalgia.
And a lot of people don't know, like, that's a real
it's serious
ailment.
Yeah.
It's serious because, you know, sometimes doctors can't diagnose it.
Yeah,
you know
you're
what
right.
I'm saying?
General,
they
you're
can't
right.
Diagnose it.
You're right.
They can't see where you're really having the pain at, this and that. So sometimes people like, what's that when people fake
hypochondriac.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, people think like, oh, she's just a hypochondriac because of this, because of that, whatever like that.
Because people don't understand.
And they're dealing with a real pain.
Yes, they are.
A real pain. I have
diagnose.
friends and family members that suffer from that. You know what I'm saying? And it's a real ailment.
Yes.
I understand.
You know, so I just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention.
That's serious because you see the commercials and you think about it, and with fibromyalgia, it's dealing with the nerves and everything because they put me in that tube. You know the tube that they put you in so they can do like the scan of your whole body. So they put me in that and they said wasn't anything wrong with me. I'm sorry. How do you know that there's nothing wrong with me? I feel it every day. I'm not faking back problems. Who wants to do that?
With fibromyalgia, your nerves are misfiring, causing you great pain, and the doctor like, ain't nothing wrong with you.
What?
What?
Yeah.
You feel like you want to kill somebody.
Fake that.
But,
or our back pain when they say everything's fine.
And again, there's a lot of ailments like that.
Yes.
Right.
You know, that people be like, you know, you're a hypochondriac, you faking it, whatever like that.
Yes.
I know my wife suffers with back pain. You know, when I first met her and we went to a family function, Super Bowl party, whatever.
Right.
And she was just like sitting down the whole time. So they thought she was being
antisocial,
whatever like that. But
it's pain.
She was dealing with some serious back pain.
Yes.
You know, and she's quick to always pop Advils and this and that and whatever like that, you know, but she deals with back pain, you know, and then every now and then they'll ease up.
Right.
And then if she does too much, she goes right.
Some days are better than others. Right.
I need to just sit down. You don't realize my back is killing me.
Yes.
You know, but I get it. Because my father, you know, he had a slip disc.
We've talked about that.
Yeah,
yes.
So I've seen that. Shout out to he said people don't understand chronic back pains. It will
Mrs.
definitely
General
have you jacked up.
Yes.
I'm with you. I never knew Mrs. General had that. But
it's real.
But you know what? Most of the people don't realize that no matter what doctors diagnose you with, just like I said, they said my arm would never grow. About 90% of what's going on with your body has to do with your brain and your blood. The blood goes everywhere in the body, right? But what separates us as black people and separates us from a lot of the other cultures is our diet. And I'm not trying to get all physical, personal trainer, fitness guy. I'm telling you, most of the problem with us is our diet.
Yes.
It's our diet.
Yes. I'll clap that up. I agree with you.
And
I'm facts.
You would be surprised. You'll be surprised how, just like, you know, training all ethnicity of people, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now, everybody body, when it comes to body fat, basically works the same way. But the difference between us, even something as simple as you may not think that your back is one of the largest conductors of your nerves. Most of your nerves are in your back.
Yeah.
It's the largest muscle in your body.
Wow.
Yes.
So if you're not eating properly, And I don't mean eating properly, like not having salt on your food. I'm talking about eating the right food, staying away from all these fast food restaurants, stuff high in cholesterol. All that stuff breaks down the black body different than any other body. There are genes in the black body that are not in other ethnicities. So we have to be, our bodies are more sensitive, believe it or not. And you can't get comfortable with just eating everything, because then you're going to find you're going to have the fibromyalgia and diabetes and, you know, all these different things.
High blood pressure.
Yeah, and high blood pressure, that's the #1 killer of strokes and heart attacks in us, is high blood pressure. And it really starts with your diet.
Yeah.
If your blood isn't pure, the body ain't pure.
I want to say something to you because you mentioned fast food. For those of you who do not know me, I do not eat fast food. When I turned 39, which was yesterday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
I'm just kidding. But when I turned 39, I was always in like great physical shape. I've always had that DNA where I can just snap back even after having kids, right? So I decided I'm going to go to the gym, because this was something that, being that I was going to turn 40, and they say after you turn 40, you know, your body starts to slow down. I didn't want to be one of those ones who look like a couch potato. Just me personally. So I started going to the gym. I cut out all fast food. When I say fast food, I was known for, I love me some nuggets and some fries, right? And Taco Bell was my favorite. I don't even eat any of that stuff. So I say that because he said that you got to cut that stuff. Yesterday, I was craving fries, and guess where I ended up?
McDonald's.
Oh my God, how'd you know? And after I ate them, I felt so guilty. I felt like I needed to run around them. I felt like I need to run around a block or something. You know, so I understand, like, it's okay to splurge and eat that stuff, but it's not good to eat that stuff daily. Like my son is young. He's 24. He can eat that stuff 6 times a day and he'll be fine, but it will eventually catch up to you. So a lot of this stuff can cause us to have long-term issues.
We can, and I hear
long-term
General's
issues. Yes.
I hear his brain clicking. So let me say this in conclusion, this particular topic. For those of us that are on the run, single, work 2 and 3 different jobs, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not making excuses for my fatness. No. But I need to put this out there. A lot of us live in food deserts. That's 1. 2, eating properly takes a lot. It costs a lot.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
And your mentality, like, okay, I'm gonna get off this radio station and go to my other job.
Yeah.
And literally be like, I ain't eat. I like forget it. About 6 o'clock, I'll be in front of my computer talking about. So what do? Sugars it. So
yes,
we're gonna have another show just on this particular topic.
Absolutely.
But I just want to encourage people. It is more than that. You're not disciplined.
Yeah.
Or you're not, you're unable to
convenience.
Right. You're unable to manage your life or whatever. You ain't got no time. You ain't got no money.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You end up looking like Digging Woo. Continue.
All right, let's read some comments.
Okay, so I'm gonna start from the top. Okay, wow, and they're coming in.
All right.
You people, you can call, right?
646-233-1302.
So you can always call and, just go on that phone and give us a holler and tell us what it is that you think about this topic and how it has affected you.
Yes.
All right.
We would definitely love to hear from you.
Yes, because we got a lot of comments in here and they just keep coming in, and sometimes when the screen bounce, I lose it.
Because you're the Man Cave Morning Show, baby. Let's go.
Okay.
Bounce.
So, Love Nix. Good morning.
Good morning, Love Nix.
I don't like how doctors put you on meds at one doctor's office, and once you go to the next, they continue with the script and not change it. Okay, because it's a business.
I was just about to say
it's a business.
I was just about to say that.
Yes.
See, let me tell you what you guys. They'll give me samples. I don't use them. I'd be like, thank you, but I don't use them.
Right.
Even with medications, like it could be cough syrup. I have to really, really, really be sick for me to take cough medicine or any type of medicine. I try to just let the body do what it's supposed to do.
I am not a pill person. I've never been, and it's funny because my wife, she get a headache, she'll pop two Advils, this, that, real quick.
Now.
Whatever. She get a stomach problem, she'll pop the Zantac or whatever the case. And it's like me, it's just like I will deal with it.
Yes.
Until I'm like, oh,
yes.
Can't do it. Yeah, I'm the same way. No.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's just
all
me.
Popping pills, all
no.
That's just
it's a business.
My biggest flaw, my biggest downfall is that I do not drink enough water.
That's an issue.
And sometimes I don't drink any water.
That's
you know, I will drink juice and all this sweet stuff or teas or this, that, but water is water. Water mixed with anything else is no longer water.
You ain't never lied.
And it changes the composition of the water. So it's not water. So sometimes we think we're drinking tea and you know, it's good for us. It's good for us. Yeah.
Well, D, just briefly.
And real quick, real quick, because water, one thing I learned, we had a nutritionist here before, and we had a doctor here. I think it was on one of our shows. You brought him here.
I probably did.
No, you did. You did on our old
way
show.
back. Yes.
And the brother was dropping some science on how acidic stuff.
I was just gonna say that
can tear up our bodies.
I was just gonna say that.
Anything acidic. Go ahead.
Oh, no. Will D briefly break down the importance of water? That's all I want.
Yes.
And just briefly break down what water is.
No, I'm just saying water.
And you made a very good point. Go ahead, man.
Water can flush basically anything out your system. Enough water. You know what I'm saying? Like if your sugar intake is this like that, you're drinking water, it can improve it.
So
salt intake. Salt intake.
I'm guilty of that because I'm guilty of not drinking water, and I'm gonna tell you why. And this is crazy, people. I know. In the summertime, I am a water guzzler. The minute summer is over, I'm not even gonna lie, guys. I'd be lucky if I get 2 glasses in a day once the weather change. I don't think of it like that. I'm more of like Norm, like a juice. And I promise y'all, I just really stopped drinking soda a couple of days ago. Like 2. I said, that's it. No more soda. I went out and I got this apparatus that I bought that I'm trying to get them to buy.
The shopaholic. Don't say their name if they ain't cutting us a check.
I'm not going to say the name.
Thank you.
Because he says that anything that is altered is not water. So now I'm thinking, did I waste my money?
See?
You made a good point. You made a good point.
It's not water. Mixing water with anything.
Oh well, I didn't mix it with anything.
Made a good point.
I didn't mix it with anything.
But it no longer so turning it. Once the composition changes, the health benefits leave. Just like the composition left.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Got you.
D, 30 seconds on water, please.
Yes,
all right, real quick.
Go ahead.
And I'm saying this, I'm a big hypocrite because I'm saying this and I don't even drink water like that. My wife is always on me. She's like, go pick up a case of water. Go pick up a case of water. We can have cases and cases for days. I ain't drinking it. I'll drink a beer. I'll drink a glass of wine. I'll drink a Long Island iced tea.
But no water.
And this is, we transparent here on the
Yes.
Big Case.
Right.
But I won't drink a daggone water.
I know.
Right.
So who's that hurting?
You.
Me.
Right.
Yeah.
And real quick,
Yes.
and the answer what we were saying about the water. Everybody's body is different when it comes to the intake of water. See, when you hear things or read things or see YouTube, people are telling you their experience. No one can tell anybody how much water to intake. Like, out of all of us here, I'm going to take in more water than anybody because I'm more muscle mass.
Right.
And your muscle is about 70% water. The rest is fiber and blood.
Yes.
Okay.
So the more water that you intake and you're not training, it could actually cause you to gain weight.
Wow.
Because your body has fat cells. Fat cells are like sponges. The more fluid that goes in a sponge, what does it do? It expands.
Yes.
So my intake of water is going to be different than Norm's. Norm's intake is going to be different than Lady J's.
Right.
Rue's going to be different than mine.
Right.
And it has nothing to do with weight. It has to do with how your fat cells are regenerating or not regenerating.
Okay.
You know, and the crazy thing is that now that you said that, I know a functioning alcoholic and a functioning drug addict that drinks a hell of a lot of water.
Right.
And you would never know
that they on it.
That they dealing with certain things or whatever, certain issues. And they don't go to the doctors a lot and whatever like that. And I hate to say that, but I'm saying that to say the importance of water is very serious.
Yes.
It is.
We have to increase our water intake.
Yeah.
And just like I think Dennis said it earlier, half of our problem, half of our these illnesses we are talking about is caused by diet.
Right.
You know, and a poor diet can kill you very quickly.
Right. It can. And I'll tell you another thing real quick, Wu, and I'm going to get off this subject, but in reference to food placement in certain areas.
Food deserts,
There are food deserts. There are different catastrophic repercussions for different areas. Meaning, if you eat at a McDonald's in Westville, it's going to be totally different than the McDonald's in Plainfield.
Wow.
Think about that. Think about it.
I'm gonna take this call. I usually don't take calls from unknown numbers, just letting y'all know. So good, y'all hung up because call back with a number or whatever, so we can see the area code, whatever. Because the unknown number can be
somebody looking for me
or one of our exes or something like that. We ain't trying to deal with that.
My credit score ain't the greatest in the world.
Know that you need to increase your bank account?
It could be Sprint.
We see you on the Norm Show.
Dig it. Talking about we got you, Dawood.
Let's read some of these comments.
I'm gonna read some of these
we
comments.
got tons of comments. Let's go back.
So I'm gonna start with Derek Green
and then hit Juanita's comment.
No problem. My dad passed away from ALS, and for years they just thought he had problems from a former car accident.
Yeah, and I knew his dad too.
Wow.
I knew his father.
So, okay,
Very good man.
Vereen Brown, and sorry for your loss, said prescription drug is out of control, and doctors have license to get pay. Who's getting well? Great point.
Yeah.
Great
Doctors
point.
Get money from that.
Great point.
Those pills.
Deborah Holland, she said pain is accumulated inflammation, and inflammation are inflamed by processed foods, bad carbs, as well as GMO. Facts. Michael Lamont, I had a TIA in 2007. I'm ignorant. I don't know what that is.
TIA. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. You can tell us what that is.
Okay.
And it changed my life, where I suffered for a year and a half with anxiety and taking Xanax. I had to change my diet, and begin exercising. I wanted to live so bad. I became serious about my life took off 65 pounds.
That's it.
Even though I have not yet mastered the art of healthy eating, I'm so much more healthier than I was.
Absolutely.
That's
absolutely.
awesome.
Yes, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Caller, state your name when you're calling from. You on the Man Cave Morning Show. Good morning.
Good morning.
I have just one question for you.
There we go.
Are you ready?
Nah, we ain't ready.
Nope. Bye.
All right.
What was the question?
That was a sales call, a marketing call.
Robocalls.
We that popping with we getting robocalls.
Yeah, they were getting ready.
On the show.
I thought he was going to scream Baba Booey.
I was kind of scared. But
they were like, "Do you need a personal trainer?"
You ready?
Yeah.
No, we're not. Click.
Yes.
Let's go to Juanita.
Oh, okay. He said, warning, it was a stroke. Like he was on that level, I guess. That TIA, meaning that he was in the danger zone to have a stroke.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
I never understood ALS and how it destroys you and everything. I never understood that.
Yeah.
Because it's something new to me. I didn't really start hearing about it until maybe 3 years ago.
When people start doing that cold stuff, pouring the cold ice water and stuff on them.
Yeah.
That's when I heard about it too.
Wow.
Can I read Juanita Craig Hart's Towns?
Yes.
After surviving domestic violence, an ugly divorce, selling drugs, and going to jail, betrayal, and the list goes on and on. Being a mom of 4 and feeling suicidal, I found myself struggling to fight to live. I found the will to live through my children. They saved my life. Today, I am loving life, a grandmother of 7, and a loving wife. I thank God for my struggles.
Who is that?
Juanita Craig Hart's Towns. God bless you, Juanita.
God bless you,
baby.
And that can also, getting back to our topic, have a lot to do with the things that can change you and make you either who you are or break you. Because I don't know if my twin sister, because we are very close. One, because we're twins, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we've been together. We've came on this earth 10 minutes apart, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I ever shared this with her, and I'm gonna share it with you guys. I can remember being 5 years old, and my god sister, because we lived with our godparents, for whatever reason, I don't know why. My mother was a young mom, maybe she was too busy
Helping
being
out.
young.
Just to help out.
She was too busy being young. She had kids when she was young, so she probably wasn't ready for that. And back then, abortions, in my mind, weren't that prevalent.
Right.
Okay, everybody had their kids, right? So I remember being 5, and my god sister, and I'm not gonna say her name, my god sister had a friend. I can't remember this girl's name, but I remember she used to do things to me.
Right.
I was 5, and they weren't good things. I remember this, and I think when I had children, that's why I was so overprotective over them.
You will be.
You understand? And it was, can I go spend the night? Absolutely
Yep,
not.
I was the same way with mine.
You're not spending the night over anybody's house. Now they're more than welcome to come here.
Right.
But
Or you can watch
but you're not going over there, and it's because I know what I went through as a child, and you have the shame, the guilt. So I can understand why these women are now all of a sudden coming forth, because you grow up thinking about this stuff. What did I do wrong? Was I too nice? Was I too this? Was I too that? And it does mess with you, and that may be why a lot of women are probably, as well as men, are how do you say it? Promiscuous, because they're looking for attention, or they're looking for some type of validation. Maybe if I'm this, or maybe if I'm that way. You understand? So that was mine. That bothered
I hear
me.
Norm's brain again. That is another show topic we're going to bring up. But let me just speak to that briefly. Then we'll move on. Got an opportunity to sit with my teacher this weekend. He's a man that helps me with my practice, my Buddhism. He said this. He said, people are validated by their suffering. If your life condition hangs on a negative experience, then you are validating your suffering.
Right.
We must acknowledge the suffering. We must acknowledge it, see it for what it is. But when I say validate, that means we don't live and have our being in that negative experience.
Right.
Right? I was raped. I was touched. I'm an addict, etc. If your being hangs on the hanger of suffering, then you are going to pull suffering back to you.
Right.
And the fact that you pull it towards you means it's going to affect other people.
That's correct.
So if you don't keep your mind right about the fact that you were molested, listen now, you can pull that energy towards your child.
Yes, you can.
And in that sense, hear me clearly now, in that sense,
true indeed,
you're responsible for that. Not that it's your fault that somebody molested you. No. But in moving forward, we have to be cognizant that that energy we're pulling towards ourselves.
That is so true.
You have to be careful with that. So what do? Happiness, compassion, no shame, no guilt, praying for others. General, I hear you. Let's go ahead and steer the conversation back to where we're talking about.
I'm just saying.
But we have to be very careful about our minds.
Absolutely.
Telling the truth.
If you're just joining us on the Man Cave Morning Show, we're talking about how has life's challenges shaped your life. So some of us, we're talking about illnesses, relationships, death in the family,
divorce.
Illness,
divorce, right? Chronic
illness,
pain.
Illness I've dealt with all my life was asthma, like bad, severe asthma. You know what I'm saying? And the funny thing about it was, when I realized my asthmas and my allergy was connected, I was 5 years old, 5 or 6, Thanksgiving time, and made all this delicious food, and they had the tuna fish with the macaroni,
macaroni,
and whatever.
You had the mac.
So I didn't know. I didn't know.
Taste that now.
I'm hungry.
But I didn't know I was allergic.
Yes.
And
to seafood.
I ate, and let me tell you, I ate that tuna fish and whatever, and then my father had some crab or whatever, and I pulled and I ate it.
That sounds so good.
I swole up, but not only did I swell up,
your asthma,
my breathing, it
got shallow.
It closed my breathing passage. And I was in an oxygen tent. You ever saw The Boy in the Bubble?
Yes.
The Boy in the Plastic
I love
Bubble?
that movie.
Yeah, John Travolta.
I was literally,
John Travolta.
I kid you not, they put me in a plastic bubble back then, like,
yes,
for like maybe 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Close to a month.
Yeah.
Close to a month in a plastic bubble.
How old were you? How old were you?
Said 5 or 6.
Oxygen connection to it, whatever.
Yes.
And I was like, yo, what is the hell is wrong with me at 5? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And he's like,
So
yo,
your family clearly didn't know either.
No, they didn't know.
And some people allergies can just pop up just like that,
and you don't know,
and you don't know, and that can be very scary to someone who don't know.
Yeah.
You could have died.
And then after that, so my mother took me to the specialist and everything, and they gave me a series of shots to see what I was allergic to.
Yeah.
So they gave me a series of pricks or whatever. So when I was a young boy, imagine being a kid. I was allergic to eggs. I was allergic to white milk. I was allergic to chocolate. I was allergic to corn syrup.
How'd you get out the bubble?
I was allergic to white bread.
Jay, shut up.
He said, how'd you get out the bubble, man? I was allergic to I'm allergic to sweet potato. I was allergic to any type of seafood, any type of fish. I was allergic to tons of stuff. And I was like, what can I eat? So they used to have to buy me all this special type food. And this is when I was younger.
Wow.
And then
that's crazy.
I was a stubborn ass kid. So and I wasn't supposed to play gym. So I got out of playing gym. They put me in health class.
Yes.
So I was dealing with that. People don't know. And we being transparent.
Yeah.
I was dealing with that up until the point maybe I got to Maxon, to junior high school. And whatever. Little by little I started growing out of certain things. Certain things.
You're still allergic to that fish stuff.
Still allergic to fish and seafood and sweet potato.
Really?
Still to this day, but everything else, white milk, corn, all that.
You were allergic
corn
to
and all
sweet
this.
potato.
Yeah. I can have it all now. But eventually I grew out, I had bad asthma.
No
attacks.
sweet potato pie, Jay? Damn, son.
Could y'all stop talking about food?
No,
I'm serious. And let me make my point. I was seriously allergic, to a lot of things. But then my asthma worsened, right? Up until a certain point. My asthma worsened. And I was always hitting the inhaler and boom, 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 up until maybe I graduated and then started going into my 20s, mid-20s or whatever. And then I started to grow out of it.
Wow.
I noticed I started to grow out of it. I started playing more.
Are you the only one in your family?
Basketball.
Nope.
I started playing more basketball. I started playing more activities and everything like that. And then all of a sudden, I was like, damn, I'm not getting sick. I'm not catching asthma attacks anymore. I'm good. Lo and behold, here's my luck. When 9/11 happened, I was right there in New York. When it happened, my office building was right down the street from the World Trade, from the path and everything.
Wow.
So when I just walked out, blah, 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 that whole situation with 9/11 happened, I was one of those ones running in the dust cloud. Get sick maybe a month later, I was just like, because they let us go back to work too early.
Yeah.
Right.
When we went back to work,
because the dust was
the smell was still in the air.
Right.
The burning, this and that, whatever.
Right.
And I went to the doctor. The doctor diagnosed me. This female doctor, Indian doctor. She said, "You have emphysema." So I said, "What?" And she's like, "You got emphysema."
Usually smokers get that, right?
They did the breathing test. I said, "I don't smoke. I don't do none of this."
All them chemicals in the air.
Where was you? Were you around this and that? And I told him where I was around. And then she looked at me like, you poor thing, like you ain't gonna be here tomorrow. Like she gave me that look.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
So she's like, you don't do anything strenuous and don't do this. And then I had this bad cough. I was like, oh hell no, I'm not going out like this.
Who's the company you were working for? We need to sue them. Man, you need to go pay them a visit.
I ain't gonna put them on blast.
Don't put them on blast. We get off here. I'm going to get them. They're giving you money.
But no, that scared me so much. But I'm stubborn.
Yes.
So I started balling more. I started going to the track more, to the park more, running, doing this, whatever. Like just doing a whole bunch of stuff they was telling me I couldn't do.
Right.
And no more whatever. Drinking. That's when I really got on my water thing.
Yes.
And whatever. Started living a little bit better, whatever.
Should have tried some what is that? AC apple cider vinegar. They say it cures everything.
9/11 happened when 2001.
Yeah, they say that cures everything.
2001.
Yeah.
It's 2018.
Yeah.
I haven't had an asthma attack in a minute.
That ain't nothing but God. Let me clap that up.
You a beast. Clap that up for the beasts that don't have asthma.
So I was dealing with that for a minute.
Could you imagine going to the doctor?
I see you on a clap button.
And the doctor just looks at you and give you that look.
That's stupid.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Call from the 904. State your name when you calling from. You're on the Man Cave Morning Show.
Hey, what's up, people? Hey, it's Paul from out of Florida. Hey, people forget, medicine is not 100% exact science.
Yeah. Could you turn your radio down in the back? You got a bad connect.
Oh, I got a bad connection. My bad.
Turn the phone down.
Okay. Or if maybe you can get in a better area.
I think that's what it used to be a better area.
So give us a call back, man. We got you locked in. All right. Thanks.
Okay. Yes. So I can't even imagine. First, suffering with asthma. There are people in my family who suffer. My twin sister suffers, and I find that weird because I don't have asthma.
Right.
She has asthma, but I don't have asthma. I mean, she has to use the pump and everything. I got stung by a bee. I didn't even know I was allergic to bees. Now, I knew she was allergic because when she got stung when we were little, we were probably about maybe 7, 8, and I remember her swelling up like a piñata from getting stung. And I used to joke and tease and be like, girl, glad that's you and not me. I don't have no ailment, so to speak, that's visible, right? And I got stung with a bee, by a bee, and I got like swole up. And had I not gone to the doctor, like immediately, he said I could have gone in the shop. I didn't even realize. So, you just got to be aware of some of the things that you can go through. And a lot of times, like even with Norm, that's why I asked him, hey, is there anyone in your family like that? Or are you the only one?
When my father died from lung cancer.
Wow.
But my brother has Eric. My brother, he has asthma.
Oh, wow.
He has it bad too. My son has it.
Oh, wow.
My son has asthma. So yeah.
So, wow.
We should definitely do our due diligence in terms of our health, going to the doctor, working out, exercising, whatever. But listen to what Norm said. Like, after they told him something, he told himself something else.
Exactly.
So your mind state has so much to do with the position that you are in your life. Somebody looking at you like, poor Norm, you're about to die.
Yo. Whoa, it took. You should see me. I'm a strong dude.
Yeah.
When they gave me that look, the doctor was like,
you're not gonna be here anymore.
Like she really gave me the look like 6 months because like I was literally breathing like this. Then I was like,
get your bucket list.
You know what that reminds me of? They told my ex-wife, you're 37 and about to have a child. Your child's gonna be disabled. You're gonna die on the table. Blah 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 blah.
That's terrible.
Listen, I was a Christian at the time, right? Whose report you gonna believe? You're not gonna tell me a damn thing. Okay, well if I'm gonna die anyway, right? If this tragedy is gonna befall me anyway, I might as well keep a proper mindset and keep it pushing. That's why Norm is sitting here today.
Clap that up.
Salute. Calling from 904. State your name where you calling from. You on the Man Cave Morning Show.
Good morning, people. I'm calling out of Florida. What I was saying earlier is people forget medicine is not a 100% exact science. They can diagnose the easy stuff like a broken bone, torn ligaments, but a lot of stuff they can't even figure out. You go to one doctor, he'll have a completely different opinion from a different doctor.
This is true. This is 150% true.
No. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That's why it's important that you get first and second and third opinions.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Before you take anything to heart. Because when she diagnosed me with that, she said she saw a spot on my lung from when they did the
culture.
In the X-ray thing.
Yes.
And then I was so shook from that, and somebody did.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. I was so shook from that I took it to another doctor, and they said, "Oh, that's an error in the X-ray."
What?
The second doctor.
So imagine if you would have just stuck with her word, and then they would have put you on chemo. You understand what I'm saying? Because of her diagnosis, and you didn't go and say, "No, let me get a second opinion." Oh my God, that's crazy.
Hold on, and then I want to get to D. Whose report are you going to believe? Imagine if that man would have been like, "There's a spot on me. I'm going to." Psychologically, he would have killed himself because of an error that they made.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not telling you to be delusional and not acknowledge what is, but from that, you have to make a decision on whether you're going to live or die. Because guess what? Like I said earlier on another show, God and the devil will watch you die, because life and death is in the power of the tongue. So you have to be careful about what you manifest. Now, I want to give this to D in terms of 75% of what ails us, right? 70 is like our diet and the fact that we're not in shape. These chemicals and these diseases that they keep manufacturing to make more money at, right? I want to give it to D about the importance of health, mindset, diet, and balance. Go ahead, D.
All right, real quick, and it's funny you would say that because as the guy I called in and Norm was talking about the emphysema.
Shout out to the caller.
I lost my mother to emphysema about, how long has it been now? 16 years. When I was 9 years old, my mother went in and had surgery on her neck to get a tumor removed. I remember being 9 and my mother coming and saying, they said that I have cancer and I'm not going to live long. At that time, my mother wasn't. My mother wound up becoming a Christian, but at that time she wasn't.
Right.
So once my mother became a Christian, and I was saying to my mother, I had to be around 11 years old. I was saying, and I think about it now, and I understand what I was saying about something what Wu just said about speaking life and death and the power of the tongue.
Right.
I said to my mother at the age of 11, I said, "Mommy, you didn't die yet." And so she said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "You went and got your neck cut, and you said you was going to die." And the only reason why my mother isn't here right now is based on what Wu said about mine. My mother didn't want to be here anymore.
Right.
Wow.
She didn't want to be here anymore because she was diagnosed with emphysema. She was diagnosed with emphysema when I was 9 years old.
Wow.
She died when I was 32.
Wow.
That's 20-something years later.
Right. Wow.
But my mother had a lot on her at that time.
Right.
And mindset.
Yes.
Yeah.
My mother
Yes.
mindset changed because she was a strong woman.
Yes.
And I said to my sister, I said, be prepared to bury our mother. Our mindset's changed. Once the mindset changes, it takes away from any energy. Whatever energy you feed is the energy that lives.
Yes.
So if
Yes,
you
sir.
believe or give up that you just give up, you're not going to be here much longer.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And if you believe that you're going to be here, you'll be here longer. Now,
Yes.
to get into the diet part of this,
Right.
I changed my mother's diet. My mother used to eat from South, ate a lot of high cholesterol, high salty foods.
Right.
And I used to tell my mom, listen, and she didn't quite understand, but I used to be like, listen, naturally your body's acidic, meaning that right now all of our bodies are in an acidic state. The state we want our body in is an alkaline state.
Right.
And how you alkaline your body is by something very simple. Apple cider vinegar, Jackie, you're right, but you need to add more to it. You need to add baking soda, you need to add lemon juice and honey. Once the blood is alkaline, no disease, AIDS, herpes, cannot live in your body.
Say that again.
Once your body is alkaline, in an alkaline state,
Right.
no disease, AIDS, herpes, none of that can live in your body. The problem is we become dependent on man's medication. Our body is holistic. God designed our bodies to heal itself.
Right.
All we need to do is to aid it by putting holistic things back in it. Most diseases are ingested into your body.
Right. Right.
Most diseases are ingested because that's why it's internal. Because anything internal has to be ingested. So to help you guys out, try this little simple formula right here. 8 ounces of water, teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, teaspoon of baking soda, and a teaspoon of lemon juice with honey. You only need the honey because it's horrible tasting.
Right.
But once you alkaline your body, you'd be surprised. I put people on that and they've dropped weight.
Yeah.
So Jackie, you're going to work out. Don't try to steal that. But, when
all I got to do is take this. I ain't got to go to the gym.
Yeah, exactly. But once your body,
this Jim in a bottle.
Yeah, no, it ain't going to be none of that. You're going to work. You're going to work out.
Bedazzled bottle. Here you go, Dawood.
The body becomes alkaline. It's no longer acidic. And it takes time now. Because it took time for your body to get to that. It's going to take time for it to heal itself.
True.
Come off the medication, guys.
I appreciate that.
No doubt. Let's clap that up.
Yes.
General.
So Danielle Spencer said, that's right, Norm, about what you were talking about earlier. You told the doctor that she was a liar. God is the only one who determines life and death.
That's right.
Said, I get hyped with my doctors and their opinions. They will say you're right. It's just their opinions. So you know what? Get multiple opinions. Yes.
If you knew Danielle's story, you know that she's telling the truth.
And you know
that's all I'm gonna say about that.
And it's funny.
Dr. D, respect.
We were watching that. We were watching an interview. With
who?
With Dr. Danielle Spencer.
Is that right?
In CBS in Virginia.
Yes.
And
do tell.
A lot I didn't know.
Right.
She has items in the Smithsonian. I never could say that word.
Smithsonian.
Smithsonian Institute.
Yes.
She has items in the Smithsonian Institute.
Let me clap that up.
Yes. From the wonderful
her show
sitcom
yes.
that she was on. What's happening now, all of that.
Yes.
And I was so amazed. And
her story.
Yes, and in the interview she talked about the car accident she was in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And other elements that she dealt with. And
she's a miracle.
She talked about her father and her stepfather.
Yes.
How she got into business
yes.
and everything. And we think that is such a blessing. I think when step parents get involved and they help you and they treat you like they actually birthed you or had something to do with your being a part of the living world, I think that's amazing. And clearly she was definitely like grateful about her her stepfather helping her.
I'll show a little
and
piece
here's
of
the
it.
clip now, Dr. D.
I'll show. Let me see if I can show a little piece.
Yes, really, Doctor.
Yes, the clip.
Let's see here.
Yeah,
Let's see
we
what we
got
here
it.
Cave Morning Show.
Yeah, we got it.
Successful veterinarian in our area and shares pet tips with our viewers.
That's right. Dr. Danielle's memorabilia as D. Thomas will be featured in the permanent collection of the Smithsonian's National Museum of African American History and Culture. Congratulations.
Thank
That
you.
had to be just huge.
It is, and I'm still like in a daze from it all. I mean, it was just so exciting, and also to meet all of the other people and all of their contributions. I mean, that museum is absolutely gorgeous.
Now, you have some items as well. You're not just being honored, but you have a script and T-shirt and other things,
and
part
also
of this
book.
permanent collection as well.
It's unbelievable. I seriously cannot even digest it. I mean, first of all, that the show is remembered from 40 years ago, but then also to be featured, in this museum, along with other shows that have been trailblazers. And so I'm really excited that, all of our items will be there permanently.
You were a little girl when this whole thing got
Yes.
started on the show, and
Both he and my mom, and then a month later I got a phone call and they said, fly out.
Girl, you had a lot of and getting paid for it as well.
Just fourth grade student.
It's here for a friend.
Yeah.
Do you stay in touch with
And he's doing theater and married some time ago, comfortable.
Stepdad were instrumental in getting you into the show.
Right.
Then there was
my coma, but they.
And then the next phase of your life starts, and he was instrumental in that as well.
Well, yeah, in terms of the car accident, I didn't even realize it until I woke up from my coma, but they said that in him reaching over the steering wheel, he ruptured his spleen and his kidney, I believe. So, yeah, so that was really, really unfortunate. But also just, from my work on what's happening and then them pushing me into it, that I was able to be recognized as being a trailblazer, which...
But did he have something to do with you becoming a veterinarian? Did I hear
well,
about that?
No,
he was really interested in that?
No, I've always loved animals, and actually I met a female veterinarian that really sparked my interest, and and I thought
First of all, let's clap that up. Yeah, let's clap that up.
Yes.
Dr. D in the house.
I really wanted to play the part. She said some words. Car accident.
Yes.
Coma.
Yes.
All these different things that happened.
Right.
And look who she is today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Look who she is today and how she accomplished things.
Yes.
And still accomplishing things. And you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. So when we talk about how has life's challenges shaped your life,
Yes.
she can speak to that best.
Perfect.
Yes.
And this is why we definitely one day have to get her on the show.
For sure.
Danielle Spencer, whatever, because anybody could talk about it, going through that. And then correct me if I'm wrong, Danielle, I think you even dealt with, was it breast cancer?
I believe so, but you can correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah, please.
Because we know that there was a story to that. I can't remember exactly where I saw the first story and how she became a veterinarian and everything. I know I was definitely intrigued, and I said, "Oh my God," because they're always doing these shows. Where are they now?
Right.
And when I saw that, I said, "Oh, well, who knew?"
Here's Here's why I admired her. Imagine you have a craft and you're good at it. Acting, for instance.
Yeah.
Everyone loves you and you're good at it.
Yeah.
You make a decision. I'm not do that. I'm going to completely change careers. Start from the bottom.
Yes.
Whereas over here, you're a master and you're an expert.
Yeah.
Over here, you got to start from ground zero. And she did it.
Yeah.
That is phenomenal.
Yes.
That's something. And also that she's in the Smithsonian African American Museum. That's incredible. So
yes, big ups for sure.
Yes,
we
very
definitely
honored to know
need
her.
to get her in here so she can talk about all of this stuff. Because being in the Smithsonian, that is a big
and that
deal.
museum, the African American Museum,
Yes.
big deal.
That's a big deal.
Yep.
Very big.
Let's
yes.
read Deborah Holland's comment.
Okay. So God instructs us to eat every seed-bearing plant on the face of the earth, and every tree that has fruit with seeds, and that's the problem. It's hard to find fruits with seeds because a lot of our fruits are now being man-made with no seeds.
Yeah, genetically modified.
Yeah.
That's right. They're not really
it's called
plants.
it's called hybrid.
Right.
Find the fruits of the seeds and plant those seeds. Also, if you're not vegan as I am, eat only organic meat. My body healed itself when I was consuming organic meat. Eating organically is not expensive as we think, perhaps $1 or $2 more. And if you don't eat organically, eventually you are going to pay for it in co-payments and medicine.
Yes. Yeah, clap that
So
up.
true. You'll pay for it one way or another.
Can I say something real quick, guys, about the organic food? And
Yes.
I'm probably going to get in trouble for this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there are no more organic fruits and meats, guys. I'm sorry.
I agree with you.
There are no more organic
I think it's
foods.
just it's a marketing ploy. It's hype.
It is, and let me tell you why.
Yep.
These farmers that have taken the time to plant their seeds and plant their vegetables and to sell them to farmer markets and everything, right now everything is about mass production.
Yep.
And
How fast I can get it to you.
Yes.
Mhm.
And one thing about organic food, if organic food is really the organic food that's here now, we shouldn't be able to access it so easily because it takes time to grow.
Yeah.
It takes time to grow. So if you can access something of that quality and that nature so fast, so quick, so soon, that it's not organic. It's not organic.
Mhm.
And in reference to what the sister was saying about God instructing us to eat seeds, those fruits that were back then and those trees that yielded those fruits back then are no longer around. Now, I'm not contesting what she said.
Yeah.
I'm just bringing an awareness
Yes.
to it. Because one thing is for sure, if you look at a carrot that's orange, carrots are purple when they come out of the ground.
Mhm.
But the reason why they're orange is because something has been added to do what? Mass production, or as she said earlier, hybrid.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
hey man, that's a whole nother show.
Yeah, I know, but
we definitely gonna talk about that.
But I understand where she's coming from and what she's saying. But listen, I've been kind of on the fence with all of this stuff about the fruit. One time I bought this nectar. It was so freaking big. It looked like a grapefruit. So I knew automatically that this had something in it for it to be this big. Did I eat it? Of course I did, because I like fruit. But I understand where she's going and what she's saying. But think about this.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people back in our day when we were coming up, our grandparents and stuff, they lived a long time, right?
Yes, they did.
I just want to know why they say people are living longer nowadays.
That's not
I
true.
don't see it.
That's not
I
true.
don't see it. But
That's not true.
I mean, yes, go ahead.
We're about to move off the subject, I know, but you have to follow the money. First of all, these GMOs have a lobby and they go to our politicians. So now, for instance, bread is not bread, and the foods that you eat, like Dee said, it's not holistic or natural. It's chemicals and hormones and stuff. So even if you're a vegan, I read somewhere that they're literally putting like the DNA of animals into food, etc. So outside of you physically putting something into the ground, I would agree with Dee that there are no more organic foods, and to mass produce a food, you have to mess with the genome to make it grow faster.
Yes.
So watch this.
Right.
The meat industry is ridiculous, but if you want to go vegan, the actual plant, the actual fruit has been modified. So the banana from the 70s was this big. The
Right.
banana now is that big.
Right.
The plum, the pear that we ate when we were children from the 70s, it bears no resemblance to the food that we eat now.
Danielle
Zero.
Spencer said, that's why I want to live on a farm
Yes,
with
she
different
right.
animals and
With her
plant
animals.
my
She's
own
right.
veggies.
Her own animals, her
That's,
own
that's
her
the only way to be safe.
only way.
Yes.
Only way to be safe.
Across the globe.
So Deborah Holland said, I don't agree with King that says that because I'm a living witness to eating organically because I became healed from eating organically. However, with that being said, I do believe that it's being processed as a lot more rapidly than before. Yes. So we know that they're mass production. I but these could be the things that you have to live with too.
And I just want to say this, and then we'll move on. Food companies have changed the definition of what food is.
Mm-hmm.
So what a fruit was then and what a fruit is now is not the same.
Yeah.
Follow the money.
Yeah, one of the things, and much as I love President Obama, right? First of all, I'm a fan. But one of the things he did that I didn't like, he signed the Monsanto Act.
Oh,
right.
Please
tell me
research
about
Monsanto.
this. I never heard of this.
I'm just saying, read up on the Monsanto Act.
I never heard of this.
President
No
Obama
joke, you
signed
gotta
off
Google
on it.
Monsanto Act and what it did to food.
Yes.
I've never heard
Agreed.
of it. But
Yeah.
I'll
Google
read
it.
about it later.
So read
You'll
about
be
that.
astonished.
Okay.
And that's one of the things I'm like, bruh.
Yeah.
Love you, but
You shouldn't have did that.
yeah, you co-sign that, man.
Food is not food.
Yeah, food is it's not the same food.
Wow.
And it's crazy that you're saying that, and it's crazy that Dennis said that. And shout out to Deborah when she mentioned the seeds and everything.
Yeah.
Because even if you try to get certain seeds, now
Mm-hmm.
you try to buy seeds online, you
Go
know,
ahead.
get a box of
Right.
seeds, it's modified. It's been modified.
Modified.
That's crazy.
They're changing God's natural.
Thank you.
Yes.
God's, you know what I'm
Order.
saying?
Yeah.
Natural order of things. You know, it's no different than cloning.
Oh
It's
my
no different than
Right.
cloning now or whatever like that. They're changing seeds of things we grow that we consume in our bodies.
Yeah.
The seed that God made.
Another show. I ain't gonna go there.
Yeah, true that.
The seed
Wow.
that God made, they're changing on a genetic level, and you're consuming it, and you wonder why our bodies are the way they are. Okay, that's
Wow.
it.
Wow.
Another show. I got you. What else we got on deck?
Illnesses is big money. That's all
Oh,
I'm saying.
come
Yes, it
on.
is.
Illnesses is
Come on,
major
bro.
money
What?
for the
Chemotherapy
greedy,
is the biggest one.
greedy
Yes.
corporations. Yes, chemotherapy.
Right.
Please, there's
Yes.
other ways that cancers could be cured besides chemotherapy,
Wow.
but they'll never let us know.
No, they
Again,
won't.
that's another show.
Start
man.
with these alkaline, acidic environment for one.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yes.
Wow. So what other topics were we going to talk about today?
Yeah, where we at, Joe?
We were moving on something else.
All right. Okay. So
Oh,
now.
we talked about the Roxanne Shante, but we really didn't talk about it at the top of the show.
Oh yeah, because today
Yes.
we're not going to do a hot or
Oh.
not.
Okay.
So, no.
Let's-
Okay.
So in place of
I
that,
want to see it. I'm
Yeah.
going
in
to see
place
it
of that,
today.
we
You
will
have
talk
to
about
see that.
It's
You have to see
definitely
Roxanne.
you know, if y'all want something on your list from Netflix to go check out, Roxanne.
Oh my God.
That's the Roxanne Shante story. You know, rapper from the '80s.
Yes.
Era and everything, but she was
Phenomenal rapper.
She was more than just a rapper. You're going to see a lot of elements in there. She dealt with domestic violence.
Yes.
She dealt with that on a serious level. She got the industry robbed her.
Yes.
The industry robbed her, and she talks about who. She kind of, you know, alludes to who actually robbed her.
Wow.
Yeah, she tells you who robbed her.
When she had hit records all over the airwaves and everything. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't getting paid.
This business is cutthroat.
And what does Shante do now? I forget
Wow.
what she does now.
Well,
She got an
she
education.
she has the doctor title, I think. She
Oh.
does.
Doctor in social work, or if I'm
not, I'm not sure, but she's,
yeah, Roxanne is.
she's speaking a lot now. She's speaking engagements, and also she's
Yeah.
like
She
a
got
very
an
high
education.
paid host. They're calling her to host a lot of events and everything.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
This movie just
She getting
shows you
squabbles.
different levels about Roxanne, and it shows her younger years and how she was taking out dudes in battles, you know, early on in rap battles early on. Nas stepped to her one time, wanted to battle
As a kid.
As a kid, you know what I'm saying? It shows that whatever, and and she's like, come back when you're ready, basically.
Yeah, he said that. He talked about that. Nas talked about that.
For all those that bow down to Nas, and you should, in the mighty Queensbridge projects, right? For all of you youngsters, the God Nas, there was someone before him that was a battle rapper, hardened in battle, that was not male, right?
That's
Before
right.
Nicki Minaj and this one, and then before Light, before Latifah, it was Shantae. Hip hop owes her big time. You gotta go back and find out where we came from as a culture. She is a queen of this culture. Check out this movie.
She has a master's degree in psychology.
Okay, psychology.
Yeah, psychology.
All right. There you go.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
From Cornell.
Me personally,
From Cornell University.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go ahead, General.
Okay.
It was a great movie. Me personally, I wanted to see a little bit more.
Me too.
In depth with certain things.
Me too.
But it still overall was a great movie. I recommend it. Nia Long did an excellent job
Nia
playing her
Long.
mother.
She beasted
killed
on
it.
that. I saw the
She killed
preview.
it.
That's
I saw the
Oscar-worthy.
preview of that.
The young lady that played Roxanne Shantae
Was
did an excellent
phenomenal.
job and everything. So
And the dude that played her abusive boyfriend was good too.
Yes, yes,
He was
yes,
a great
yes.
bad guy.
So this is a Man Cave Morning Show recommendation. If you haven't saw the Roxanne movie, go check it out. Go see the movie. It's a good movie. I got to watch it again because it was late when I was watching it, so I was nodding in and out on certain parts. But it's
Yeah, you can't watch something
Look,
like that
me
when
too.
you're falling
Yeah,
asleep.
It was so good. I was like, oh, I gotta watch it. I was nodding in and out too.
Wow.
Yeah, no
But
doubt.
I watched all of it.
No doubt.
Wow.
Let's read some comments from the chat.
All right. So Derek Green, he said, I lived in that era. Mad props to all the female
Shantae.
pioneers.
What?
So let's go. Okay. So Danielle Spencer, she talked about the food again. She said between the food and the real drug dealers, big pharma,
Right.
they are killing us.
That's true.
Was just talking about Roxanne. It's the packaging, right? Question mark. I've heard her talk. She gets you hyped for real.
Yes.
Roxanne is a beast.
No doubt. Much
What?
respect. I had the pleasure of meeting her a couple times.
I used to roller skate with her.
Yeah, in my travels.
Lyrical genius.
Definitely a person you want to sit down and have a conversation with, and talk and just learn some things about, the history. You know what I'm saying, and some of the things that went on. Some of the people that she kind of, the movie talked about doing her dirty.
She told the truth.
I've met and I've interviewed, and now I heard it from different people. So now hearing Roxanne say this, it's like I'm a little shocked because it's somebody that I idolized coming up in the game.
Oh wow!
And I had a chance to interview and sit down and have a one-on-one with myself, and I'm kind of shocked that he did it dirty like
But
that.
I want to say this. Out of all the negativity that she has endured with a lot of these people who are in the entertainment business, and there's a small percentage of the people who get ripped off and don't talk about it, and it ruins their life. For her to say, you know what, I got a bigger picture. Even though I was involved in this industry, I am going to go to college and I'm going to get something to fall back on just in case, just like Danielle Spencer. Let's get so I want to say big ups to that, because sometimes this business may not love you the way you love it.
Oh yeah.
So you have to find something else that's going to carry you into your next phase of life.
And my thing is, here's where people go wrong with this whole business, this whole entertainment thing. And Danielle, correct me if I'm wrong. We wait for the people that's running things in the business to control and dictate what goes on with our skills, our gifts, our career. Instead of taking control of that ourselves, learning and getting the information for ourselves, researching for ourselves, to be able to get our gifts out there and our skill sets out there to the world. And again, I say this all the time. When I met the late great Dick Gregory, and me and him sat down, and Dick Gregory said to me,
Gregory,
our people's biggest problem is that we don't do proper research.
Wow.
He said our biggest problem as a people is that we don't do the proper research. We accept whatever information we're given.
You are 100% correct.
So with that being said, You know, we have to find out things are doing. Everything I'm doing now,
Yes.
and with BKS and with you guys and everything, is because I sat down and I found the answers for myself.
Yes, for yourself.
And I said, I'm going to create my own media lane because I didn't like what other media was doing. So I want to be in something that I control,
Yes.
that they can't cancel, that they can't shut down, that they can't say you can't do
clap
this and you
that
can't
up.
do that.
Can't shut down.
We control this here.
Yes.
And this is why more people, and they're doing it now, more people are starting to support BKS because they see it for what it is and everything. And they're like, wow, I can get on there and really speak my truth.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Without
Yeah.
it being edited and shut down.
Yeah. Or then you only take what I say that may have in other people's eyes looked at as bad, but you didn't get to see the whole entire comment.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Caller from the 908. State your name where you're calling from. You're on the Man Cave Morning Show.
Tim Beverly, 24 New Jersey.
Oh, my cousin. What's good,
Tim
cuz?
Beverly, what's good, fam? Turn your radio down in the back. Turn your radio down.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you, know what? I meant to put that on me. I apologize.
All right. Got it?
Yes, sir. Good morning, Sam. I want to say one love first.
Good morning.
Love
Welcome
you
to the
guys.
show, bro.
Respect.
I'm
Good,
sitting
cuz.
here listening to the show, and I'm like, when I hear truth, I get overwhelmed. So my finger just don't respond. But what my point is, Brother Dawu, I love you.
I love you too.
You're
Thank you,
on
sir.
point with a lot of what we speak about in my barbershop. That's what I'm hearing. So, like I said, I just couldn't. My spirit was just overwhelmed with the truth. So, if you want to learn a lot of the things that you're talking about, there's always information on YouTube for the sister who wants to do her research. And that's what I do. When I get information, I know that we have a system that just don't love us from the beginning, that they're finding ways to eliminate the population.
Yes. Facts.
So when we talk about the food industry that is now limited to just 5 companies or 5 families.
Facts.
Right. And then we go back into the entertainment field.
Yeah.
Yes, we have people who still contract you to a condition of your agreement to control your whole entire experience. So once you're no longer that talented select, then they find ways to put you back where they pick you up.
Right.
And what you're talking about right now, if we do not begin to start taking the time to do our research, our study, to defend our own talents.
Yes.
We just get chewed up
Yes.
and spit right back to where they found the talent.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Tim. And that's
I appreciate you allowing me to speak this morning.
Yes.
Like I said, I was just overwhelmed. I'm watching you people. I love you people. And like I said again, I'm a fan. Your conversations, it goes on way a lot after the show go off. So I want to thank you guys.
That's what we need.
We'll stay tuned.
What's up?
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you,
Good
man.
to hear from you, man.
One love, people.
No doubt.
Let me just say something briefly to what Cuz just said. When it comes to our people, whenever we make a decision to circle the wagons to address our issues, we are immediately hit with become multicultural. Everyone is a human being and we all need to come together and sing Kumbaya. Until we do the research, FUBU, for us and by us, and not be swayed by this propaganda that tells us to love ourselves is wrong. No other group of people is fractured in the way that we are, because every time we try to get knowledge for ourselves, every time we try to do something to move forward, we're hit with this label that we have to include other people and then told that we're unloving towards others. We cannot get out of our situation until we get the information and disseminate said information on our own platforms to us and by us. Now, I know that this causes fear in the mind of a Negro, because the Negro has been programmed by the system, and I understand that. But this platform is where you're going to hear truth to power, for us, by us. Cuz I love you, I thank you. And when he said the barbershop, that's all I ever wanted the show to be. All I ever wanted this show to be was the barbershop.
Absolutely.
Bang!
Absolutely. Everybody speak their, their truth, real issues and everything. And again, I just take it back. I got to take it back to the fact. Do your research, people. Just do your proper research on any subject. You can find the answers to it. And, a lot of information I didn't know, like even when you talking about with the alkaline, with your body and everything, and with the diet and things Deborah is discussing in the commentary section and everything, and things Danielle mentioned, and everybody that's trickling in and leaving comments, man. This is why shows like this is so important, right? So everybody can really talk how they truly feel about whatever, whatever. And we draw a lot of times from personal experiences from our life, because to me, my thing is it's better than, and no disrespect to the Man Cave show on BET, but these are celebrities that are talking from an edited experience about situations. You know what I'm saying? On a half-hour show or whatever the case may be. The Man Cave Morning Show, you're going to talk to real people about real issues, real life's challenges and everything on the show every day. And
Danielle Spencer, she said, yes, very true, Norm. Maybe we aren't all meant to be in the industry. She said, read, and do more reading. Make sure we have the info so we are armed with the truth. We can do anything we want. I salute you, Norm. And I told you, Dawood Jackie King, that you have a jewel on the show. I wish you so much success. Oh, thank you.
And ask yourself this. Ask yourself this. Danielle Spencer is a blistering talent.
Yes.
Shantae, when I say blistering, like they ooze talent.
Yeah.
Ask yourself about an industry where those two queens, powerhouses, said, I'm out, and never look back.
Yeah.
Shantae, I saw the interview. She said, you only had 2 albums. Why? She said, oh, simple. They didn't pay me for what I did. So I decided to do something else.
Right.
So ask yourself why our talent, our blood, our sweat, and our tears. This is not easy what we do.
Yeah.
It looks easy because we're good at it. But if you don't have ownership of your talent, then you're going to be pimped out by the system.
Wow.
So ask yourself why talented people have decided to leave entertainment.
Let me.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is so true, bro. Let me tell you right now. And the crazy thing about it, years ago, I used to be in a rap group. You remember the rap group?
Right.
So I was in this group, Fresh Finesse or whatever. And, my loyalties were with the group. So a lot of times we had people walk us right into the door of like Atlantic Records and Warner Brothers and all of this. So the connects were there and everything. So because sometimes they see one person doing more in the group than the others, and no disrespect to to anybody in the team, but they singled me out a lot.
Oh yeah, of course.
So who wrote the rhymes, or who's making the beat, or who's doing this and whatever like that. And it's like, okay, you, whatever like that. Next meeting, we just want to see you.
You were the Beyonce.
So, but when I shut that down.
Because your loyalty to the group.
Yeah, I shut that down.
And your people.
Now today, I may not even be close friends with some of these cats or whatever, for whatever reason.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But we all got to keep evolving and elevating. So I elevated into a producer. I elevated into a writer. I elevated into certain other things.
Yes.
So you can't be mad because somebody elevates and they evolve on something.
Or you can't be mad if someone see talent in somebody else, and you guys, unfortunately, that's the way it is sometimes. If you're in a group and you are the bigger star, so to speak, you can't be mad at what somebody else may see, though. I mean, you can be mad, but if that's how they see it,
I had no control over that.
That's what I was going to say.
But that breeds hate and contempt, and all of these different types of things or whatever like that. But you still, sometimes you got to brush it off, and then you still got to keep walking, and you still got to keep moving.
Go ahead, Will.
There's a group of people that run Hollywood. Do they stick together? Or do they separate? Do they water down? Or do they stay concentrated? Ask yourself why. Whenever there's a group of us, they want to split and divide us. Of course, it's 4 people on the thing. Oh, okay. D's more talented than Jay, and Jay's more talented. Yeah. Ask yourself, the people that control this country for real, not politicians, but the people that really control what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you eat. Huh? Do they separate? No, they don't. What we do is we separate. Now, if you want to get into the reasons for what the separation is, but you cannot have power as a people if you split apart all the time. Go ahead, baby.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I know all too well what Norman's talking about because I've been in this industry for a minute doing different things. I started out modeling, then that transitioned into me. People don't know it, but I actually, some of the elected officials and stuff, I actually had a TV program where I spoke to just about any one of them that you can, whether it was Sheila Oliver.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I've actually interviewed these politicians. Someone came to me and said, "Hey, you can do this." Okay, I'll try it. I've done a lot of stuff for free because people don't like to pay.
Right.
And that's why a lot of times you'll see people and you'll say, "Well, what happened with XYZ?" Listen, I can't keep working for free. I got bills to pay too.
Right.
You want to use my talent, but you don't want to pay me for it.
But you have to turn.
Yes.
You always have the flip side to that. You have to turn your talent into something that you can monetize
and own.
And own. And that's what people don't realize. Right. And a lot of times, let me tell you, only if I got any gifts that came to me, if people think like I got certain things handed to me, nope. I found a way to monetize my talent. So if you're not, if you don't see the value in your own talent and you're waiting for somebody else to monetize it for you, you're going about it the wrong way.
You're absolutely correct. And
go ahead, bro.
There's 4 of us up here on this panel. All of us are talented, whether people recognize it or not, but our energies recognize it. That's why we're all sitting here together.
Right.
Our energies unconsciously brings us together.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
All right. Getting into the acting, I've been doing this for the past, I'd say about 1.5 years, thanks to Marcos Taylor, who I started out training, good friend, and he just started putting me down on different acting gigs. Now, I did not get acting gigs based on Marcus. I had to have a talent to do it. So my point that I'm making about talent and in reference to Roxanne Shante, Danielle Spencer, when you, and she said something very, very pertinent. She said, not everybody's designed to be in the entertainment business, and it's true. Now, I come to realize that because of my physique, because of my voice, because of my look, everybody wants me in action. And that martial arts, I don't just want to do that. I don't want to be typecast like that. I can actually do other things. I can actually do drama, and I'm not trying to sell myself. I'm just saying in reference to talent. And you guys made a very good point. You have to separate your talent from what people see you as, because if you don't, people will try to typecast you or control you or put you in a certain imagery that you won't be able to escape from.
Yeah.
And in this business, and I'm talking about acting, in the acting business, it's not even about the few films or few roles I've had. It's the connections I've made. I made some connections with some great people. Now, just the other day, and we being 100, never said nothing to nobody. Said, you know what? I'm giving this acting thing up. I'm not doing it anymore. Every time I turn around, people sending me scripts. I got to call them. And I feel like, why am I hounding them when they reached out to me in the beginning? Why? And I said, you know what? I'm giving this up. I'm not doing it anymore. I laid down, and just as sure as we sitting here, we being 100, sitting there, came to me, Spirit came to me, and was like, listen, the talent that you have doesn't have to be recognized by other people. The talent you have, you need to make them recognized.
And that's what I'm saying.
You need to make them recognized.
Let me, man, you hit it right on the head. Let me tell you, when you get that feeling like, oh man, I'll give up this acting thing. I'm so tired of this. I can't get no part. I can't create your own daggone part.
That's it right there.
First of all, as long as you can go to the store and buy a camera, and you have the vision in your head of something you want to do, I can never, ever depend on anybody to tell me what I can or cannot
Right,
do
right,
anymore.
right. Yes. Right. Yes.
That would never happen anymore because
Yeah,
you know what you won't do for me, I will learn and I will do it for my damn self. And that's how I run my life now. That's how I run my whole life, my business, everything now. I'll do it myself.
Right.
I'll create a media outlet. Okay, you won't play my record on your station? You won't let me come on your broadcast or whatever like that? I'll create my own.
Wow.
And I didn't create I created a station for other people as well. So BKS
It
is
wasn't
not
just about
BKS
you.
is not Norm. BKS is Dawu. BKS is Dennis. BKS is Jackie.
Right,
it's
right.
Patricia. It's Latoya.
P.
It's P. It's Maria.
Kiss.
It's
Yes.
everybody.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
it's bigger than that. This thing has grown way, way bigger than me. So you know what I'm saying? It's an outlet for people to come here and showcase their talents. and their
Rosemary
gifts.
Gomez.
Yeah, Rosemary Gomez. Everybody.
Yes.
So go ahead, Will. Go ahead.
I will be remiss. I would be remiss if I did not mention programming. I'm not making excuses for my people, and I'm not making excuses for myself. But what you're looking at is for people that are not have deprogrammed themselves. What do I mean? You buy a computer. The computer has a virus uploaded into it. The computer's not going to work right. Right? You can go buy another computer, and it gets uploaded with another virus. This is what I'm saying. This platform is designed to deprogram our people from a certain way of thinking. White supremacy, prison industrial complex, violence, or whatever. First thing. Second thing, if you wake up in the morning to have some sweet tea, some French fries, turn on some reality television, go to a job that you hate, right? Raise some kids without a husband or without a wife, etc. Then it is impossible. It is not possible for your thinking to align correctly. So I'm not making excuses for my people. I'm not making excuses for myself. But we have to deprogram ourselves from slavery to ownership. And what Norm is about is ownership. But you have to have the correct mindset. As someone who's just introduced to this thing, I understand the value of ownership. Where I was told my whole life, get a good job, get a good education, etc. Last thing. Now, so far as entertainment is concerned, let's just say I have some thoughts about that. But what I will say is that it's powerful. The images that we see and that we project into the world controls other people. So what we need to do is control the images and the means of production that the images get put out there. That's the secret.
Absolutely.
Yes.
The thing is, you got to understand what, platform we on or whatever, it gives people another option. So it's another option. So if you're used to listening to your music or whatever on Hot 97 or 105 or BLS or whatever the case may be, it's another option. People don't realize once we go off, there's 24-hour music play. The same music they playing, whatever, we playing that and then some.
Yeah.
And then some stuff you haven't heard in a long time, and this and that, whatever. So it's the same thing. All right. So sometimes we get programmed to be like, well, I'm so used to this and this and this and that, whatever like that. You're not this.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to understand.
So you have
this.
no value.
Right. But now I get people that hit me up that are strangers. Oh my God, I listened to y'all on the weekend and blah, 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 blah. That music is slamming. I haven't heard this song. What was this song y'all played around 3 o'clock and this and this and that? Same thing as the other ones. And all these other ones are controlled. And I'm going to say this for the last time. It's not controlled by us.
Facts.
All right. It's not controlled by us. The program is here at this station. My wife, myself.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Woo, this person, that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we are our own programmers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So at the end of the day, be mindful of who you're supporting. And why you're supporting certain things and why you're not supporting certain things. Be mindful of that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So this is all I'm saying.
I'm so sorry.
And I'm dead now.
You're loyal to the people that brought and sold you, whose name that you carry,
please,
you're loyal to them, but not loyal to your own? What? Come on, man. All right. I'm going.
On that note, before we check out
BKS One Radio, it's
I'd
not
be
about
remiss
us, about you. No.
if we didn't talk about Trump. So did anybody catch any piece of the 60-minute interview?
General,
with
speak on it, General.
Anderson Cooper.
I'm not gonna lie. I knew it was something that I needed to watch, but I dozed off about 9:30.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did. I dozed off about 9:30.
I'm 50.
So
After 10 o'clock, I go to sleep.
but I did catch it when they were talking about it coming on this weekend. They were doing a lot of talking about it on Channel 7, ABC. They was doing a lot of talking, one of the morning shows that come on, and saying how powerful it was, and everybody need to watch it because this lady got some stuff. Oh my God,
General, we take your lead.
Oh my God.
Oh no,
so General on this.
Stormy Daniels, she's a porn star, whatever. Basically linked up with Trump with 45, and 45 has been in denial about what actually happened with Stormy Daniels.
I didn't do it.
Whatever. Yeah, I didn't do it. And then she denied it at one point. Whatever. She was bound actually by a gag order. What's that? An NDA, non-disclosure agreement.
Yes, sir.
And everything.
But she said he never signed it, right?
He did say that, Jay. He did say he never signed it. Yep.
So could it still be one if he never signed it?
So basically,
I don't know.
Because she came forward with this interview and she's starting to come forward now. They're going to sue her for like $20 million. Trump's lawyer is going to sue her for $20 million because she came out with the truth. So basically, to sum it up, she's saying that she was in fear of her life. Yeah, that Trump's people
bully.
was going to come after her.
Wow. That's terrible.
I was just gonna say, and I'm gonna be kind of funny when I say this. I can tell by the way his face drooped that he ain't handle his business with her, so that's why she went live. If he would have handled his business, she wouldn't have said nothing. She'd have kept it to herself.
Meaning like paid her off?
But I heard that she got some money.
Oh.
That's what I meant. You can tell by the way his face drooped.
But it wasn't a lot though, right? It wasn't a lot.
It was like 100 and something thousand or whatever the case may be. But yeah, whatever the story is,
terrible.
She basically said she was in a parking lot. I think somewhere in Vegas. She was with her child, with her kid. Car drove up on her and said, "You better let this whole Trump situation go."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Huh? Excuse me?" They said, "Let this whole Trump situation go." And then they looked at her daughter, her child, and was like, Oh, she's very cute, lovely. It'd be a shame that something happened to her mother. And then they pulled off.
That could have been a Trump.
She also said she will remember the face if she sees this person again. So she came forward with the interview. I think. Listen, because if you come forward with something, you get on 60 Minutes, and then something happened to you, they're gonna know who to go to.
This is
what I'm saying?
messy.
And so
protected herself, kind of.
This is the type of person we're dealing with.
This is messy.
In our White House.
Yeah, in our White House.
In our White House.
Here's my question to everyone involved. But that's a horrible story. Who did not know? Apparently, there are millions of people that did not know that that's who we were dealing with. What more did this man need to do to tell you who and what he is? That's all I'm saying. Like women voted for him, minorities voted for him, and now you're talking about, extortion, strong on taxes, threats on your life. That's the president of the United States. Did you not know he was that before he became president?
Listen.
What are you talking about?
I just think all of this is so
2006
messy.
This went down. He had an affair with her. Basically.
Okay. Oh, do you have some of the?
That's where it all came from.
2006.
He had an affair with Stormy. Stormy
he was
Daniels.
married, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with D when he said she's protecting herself by revealing this.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
Better.
But just
wow.
Gotta sprinkle a little race into this. If she were black,
I was thinking.
She had high blood pressure.
I was
look. She was on crack. She was a whore. Look, black people get disappeared like this for speaking truth.
She's a porn star. So
right?
I mean, she's a porn star. So it is what it is. I mean,
it's what it is.
But he did what he did. But the whole thing is, like Trump does all the time, he lies.
Right.
Yeah.
They're going to sue her now. Check this. And to me, that's the wrong move for them to make right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, why sue her for $20 million? Because you look guilty.
You're looking guilty.
General. White supremacy, attacking white supremacy. I got popcorn, son.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
I'm gonna watch this.
As for her, even with her being a porn star, and that to me have nothing to do with the fact that this has happened to her. That's how I'm seeing it. And then it was someone else that came forward. She was a Playmate model. She came forward and said, "Listen, same thing happened to me." So I mean, we hear all these stories.
How does this affect his presidency, though? How does this affect his presidency? Because if they say everything is true and that they see Trump lied or whatever,
he should be gone.
Why, are you crazy?
But
The reason he should be gone, because when we look at these people that we elect to be in our offices, we're looking at them like they're no longer like us, supposedly.
Right.
They're supposed to be up here. You understand? You're not supposed to do all of this stuff that the regular man does because we put you up here. That's how we see it. And he has shattered all of that. First of all, he shattered all that when he started this, when he was having people come out and vote for him, and he was telling people punch people in the face. Right then and there, that should have let you know what you were going to deal with. So now that he's in there, and y'all can't get rid of him. I'm just saying it. Y'all can't get rid of him, and I'm gonna tell you why you can't. If this man gets on Twitter every 5 seconds and tweets stuff that he shouldn't tweet, and y'all don't have outrage with it, he's not going anywhere. That's my opinion.
Trump is bulletproof.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're talking
what
about
you're saying.
when you're talking about someone with when you explain away low moral character, when you explain away morality, when you explain away cruelty and racism and hatred, when you continually explain it away, make up shit like alternative facts instead of just saying you're a liar. You want me now to believe that because he banged a porn star, something's gonna happen?
Yeah.
He's gonna keep pushing.
Well,
like we're beyond the pale of regular. Like if Barack Obama had his first wife, then cheated on his first wife for the second wife, then cheated on his second wife for his third wife,
Facts.
and then had 3 porn stars come out and allegations of pedophilia and not paying people their money correctly.
Stuff going on in the Miss America pageant.
And on and on and on and on.
And then, let's go here.
It's not going to matter to his presidency.
Well, he said that he wasn't going to be firing people. He put it on Twitter. Oh, I'm not going to fire this guy. Where did that come from?
And everyone he hires, he fires. Everyone he's still president.
You want to know why?
So
because they don't agree with him.
Still president.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is it going to take for him to get impeached, for the impeachment process to get rolling?
I know.
And for the ball to get rolling to get him out of office?
I don't know.
I do.
Well, first of all,
I can't answer that.
There's
I
no
don't
need to
know.
impeach me because at this particular time, I
Yeah.
did not sleep with her, and I don't care what you all say. Next question.
Yeah, I don't
In my
get it.
humble opinion,
Yeah.
watch this. White women. Because when white women and white children start talking about mass shootings and gun violence, when we've been screaming about that shit for forever, right? It's called the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah.
But when white women get involved, then all of a sudden it's an epidemic or whatever because you're attacking the sacred cow of America, which is white femininity. What I'm saying is, even though I just said it's not going to matter,
Yeah.
when a white woman publicly goes against a white man, right? I think the only hope in that instance is a white woman because they put her up on such a pedestal. So if anything is going to derail him, but see, I don't know, General, because there have been so many women that have had many allegations.
Let me tell you, that's not.
I don't know
that's
now.
Not gonna
like,
do
what
it.
am I?
What's going to do
Go
it?
ahead,
Please
go ahead,
tell
go ahead,
me.
General.
That's
go ahead.
not going to do it.
Go ahead, General.
The only thing that can possibly get him impeached now is if somehow they show involvement, that those votes got swayed, and that Russia's involvement
100%.
They closing in on that.
Was heavy. Russia's involvement.
They closing
was
in on
heavy
that.
with him getting elected, and that he knew something about it. That whole collusion thing. If they can prove that collusion piece, then he'll get impeached. But other than that, right now, let me tell you, There's the difference
He's
between
protected.
having money and not having money.
He's protected.
And you know
because-
what's sad about everything you're saying? Because it's true what you're saying, Norm. But you know what? If they do impeach him, he's just the type of guy that's going to try to start a war on his way out. That's what you got to worry about.
Because he's a kid.
Because he's a kid.
He's a child.
I'm gonna say
exactly.
this.
Yeah, very
exactly.
true. Very true.
He's protected, and the reason I'm saying he's protected in so many ways because so many people are taking the fall for all of the bad energy that he has put out there. His poor son-in-law even has become a casualty. He probably don't even know what the heck is going on, and when I say that. It's a lot of stuff that I'm sure he does not know. Why? Because he's a son-in-law. He ain't the son. You understand? So he's even been touched by all of this. But he has not. Every time someone come out with something, what does he do? He get on Twitter and he defamed them. So I just don't see it. I don't know. What he's probably going to make it all the way. And then when he makes it all the way, they're not going to vote again for him. They're not. They're not going to vote again for him.
They shouldn't have voted for him in the first place, Ma, but they did.
Let's read Danielle Spencer's comment.
Okay. So, like I said before, though, I'm glad that we have taken the lid off of being politically correct. We know these feelings and people exist, and we have to face it head on. Stop pretending like you're not down with racism. Let's deal with it. Let's deal with it. Facts. Americans' landscape is changing to more people of color. Deal with it. They are afraid.
I would have to agree and add on to this. Whenever people have something to say, for instance, about the things that we say on this show and on this platform,
right?
Okay, the enemy says this: it's hateful speech. Listen now, hateful speech. So you want to condemn us for hateful speech, but don't want to be condemned for hateful action. One group of people talks about things. The other group of people takes what they talk about and puts it into action. But one group, which is us, we always are asked to be silent, to live in fear. We're going to take your life. You don't need to say this. You don't need to say that. We need to denounce you. You're going to lose your job. We're going to do this. You're going to do that. Quick to do that. But the actions of demonic people, the actions of people that have low character, the actions of people that abuse women, that abuse children, that are thieves and molesters, Chester the molesters, and all of this other stuff, and people that take money that they're not supposed to take. Those actions, people are completely silent, but want to silence people that just talk about it. Come on, man.
See, here's my thing about playing it safe. When you play it safe and you rocking with both sides of the fence, you're okay with me. On both sides says you're okay with me.
Yes, understood.
Play it cool like that.
Yeah.
When you start to divulge and expose more truth that can possibly hurt people or whatever, we've seen it through our history over and over again. Either you get killed, assassinated, or we take away your credibility.
Right.
You know
Assassinate your character.
Yeah, we assassinate your character. We take you down. We take away your riches. We take away your money. We make you poor.
Your reputation, your life.
Yes, we turn you into a crazy person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is when it comes to our movement, our plight, our issues,
our platform,
and I'm gonna have to say this about us, we don't stand behind our own movements enough. We give it a shot. We're gonna put it out there. This is how we're feeling, or whatever like that. And then soon somebody says something or whatever. If you continue like this, we're gonna do this to you. We back down. We back away. And so sometimes, in order for change, you have to sacrifice your own safety, sometimes
well-being,
your own well-being.
life.
Martin did it, and there's some people today that still crap on Martin Luther King.
Yes.
Why? Because he's a womanizer. What does that have to do with him being the great leader he was?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with it. Look at the change that he caused and everything. So a lot of times we want to throw distractions with other things.
Like how about his saying he's going to what was it? Is it China with the guy he called Rocket Man, Kim Jong Un?
Man, listen.
Listen, people. All I'm saying is this. I don't know if I would want to meet with someone who has been questioned about killing his brother. I mean, that's your brother. What you think they're gonna do to me when I get over there? I'll pass. I wouldn't go.
Well,
I wouldn't go.
To that, what Norm described about what happens has been done to our people and is
over and
being
over
done
again
to our people over and over and over again.
Medgar Evers.
So this idea,
Malcolm X,
that we should be afraid.
Martin
We are the
Luther King.
victim of terrorism at our own hands, and the victim of terrorism at our open enemy. So let's listen. If you stay quiet, we still terrorize ourselves, and outside forces still terrorize us. If you stay quiet, if you tell the truth, you have the opportunity and the potentiality for stopping it. That's the difference. When it comes to us, they done did everything they could do and gonna keep on doing fine. But now you're saying you're not gonna speak out. If you don't speak out, it's going to continue to happen. That's where I am with it. And no, I don't want to die, and I don't want to be a character assassinated, blah, 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 blah. But my people are suffering and dying every single day.
It goes back. You don't even have to be a leader. When the security guard blew the whistle on the Watergate scandal or whatever like that, what happened to that security guard? You don't hear nothing about him, right?
God.
So people don't really know it was a black security guard.
Sure was. Probably got buried.
That blew the whistle
Probably got
on the
buried.
whole Watergate scandal with Nixon. You know, like that's what I'm saying. Let's do our history. You know what I'm saying? Let's research our history.
Yeah.
And research certain things and find out what they do to us. All right. This man was taken down. Look at what happened to the brother that blew the whistle on that. He was taken down.
He sure was.
He wasn't put on a pedestal. That he blew, you know what I'm saying? That he blew that whole Watergate thing wide open. He wasn't put on the pedestal. No, he was taken down. So a lot of times it's fear that keeps us from becoming greater.
A lot of times,
you were reading my mind.
It's
a
fear.
lot of times that is the time.
Yes, it's fear that keeps us from our movements excelling and going into a positive direction. It's fear. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, don't speak about that. I don't know how many times my mother told me to shut my own mother told me to shut my mouth because she's from the old school.
Yes.
Said, boy, don't you talk about that. They'll come looking for you. They'll come get you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh man, come on.
But again, I'm sorry to keep saying the same thing over and over again. You come to us and say, don't speak about it, right? But you say nothing about the actions of your enemy. There are people that are taking lives, not just talking on the microphone saying, look what you're doing. How come you don't have the same fervor and the same strength to say, stop killing my people, stop flooding the community with drugs and guns and But you want to tell me to shut up, and you know who and attack my character worse than my enemy does, because black people are sick. Let's keep it 100. The worst opposition. Look, the enemy don't have to come up against us. Our own people, to stand in the position that we're in now and speak truth to power, the first people that attack us are our own. So what are you talking about?
Yep.
First group of people that's going to say, well, you know about Jackie. You know what they say about Norm. You know what they say about D. You know that was a womanizer. You know he don't pay his taxes. You know he's a whatever they going to say. The first people in line to attack us is us. So maybe Norm is right. Who is our worst enemy?
Yeah, you got
maybe Norm is right.
We got.
I'm trying not to agree with him.
Yo, we got to look a little bit deeper about our issues and our plight. And we ran over time.
Yes.
And look.
But he owns the station, so he can do that.
Look, we ran over time, and we got to take care of some things. But look, I want to say thank you and appreciate everybody that tuned into us this morning, the Man Cave Morning Show. Yes, and we are sponsored by Cranky Grannies. Yes, African American owned business.
Black
Cranky Grannies on the check-in. And if you want Cranky Granny sweet rolls, because it's Cranky Granny sweet rolls, not Cinnabon people. Cranky Granny sweet rolls. They are off the hook, off the chain. You know what I'm saying? Get your little diabetic coma on. It's going down when you eat Cranky Granny sweet rolls. Splurge.
You know, splurge.
Yes, splurge every now and then.
Yes.
But yes, they are our sponsors, and you can contact them at 609-401-0090. Again, that's 609. Write this number down. 401-0090. Siani Dean, that's the owner, is Cranky Granny's Sweet Rolls, and let them know that BKS said hit you up. All right, so you already know what it is. You already know what it is. Cranky Granny's Sweet Rose.
INS. Black excellence, black entrepreneurship, bang bang.
Yes, yes. So Cranky Granny's Sweet Rose.
Mm-hmm.
They've been sponsoring us all month.
And those strawberries look amazing. Oh,
I had the strawberry, sister. They taste amazing. Yes.
wow.
What?
Cranky Grannies.
So remember, also, if you're an artist and you want to send us some music for the Hot or Not segment, hit us up at mcms@bks1radio.com. That's mcms@bks1radio.com. If you would like to advertise your business, product, event, or service, email us for low rates at mcms@bks1radio.com. Please, in the subject line, put in ad rates. All right? Put in ad rates in the subject line. Again, that email is mcms@bks1radio.com. All right? And if there's a topic, subject, something you would like us to discuss on the Man Cave Morning Show, WBKS1, just hit us up. Hit up Jackie, hit up Woo, hit up me, hit up my man, the dude right here. Check out the dude show Sunday nights, 10 to midnight, where he play that classic
Big up
slow
to the dude show.
jam,
That's
old
right.
school music. He reps that real R&B.
Big up
That's
to
right.
The
The
dude
dude show,
The
Sunday
Dude Show.
nights.
Jackie like
The Dude Show.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
I do.
yes.
I do.
So,
I like it. Yes, I do. Yes.
yes. So we want to thank everybody for joining us this morning on the Man Cave Morning Show.
And thank you so much for all your comments, your calls. We appreciate you guys. You know your family. So
Yes.
we appreciate you.
We
all.
got nothing but love for y'all.
And women sending those relationship questions to Jackie.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
we
can.
got
Yes, you
we got
can.
some heat for tomorrow.
Yes, we
Okay,
do.
okay.
We do. Get ready. Yes.
See Jackie beat us with a stick for 3 hours on the show.
Yes. So remember,
Yes.
this show is never about us
It's always about you.
because
You
you
are
are
the next best kept secret.
And we out of here. One love, people.
Bang bang. Wakanda forever.
Derek Green, just hit us up. Thank you, sis. All right. Yeah, we about to go eat. Any recommendations?
Cranky Grannies for dessert. Cranky Grannies for dessert.
We're going to Fridays.
And listen to these spinning records while you eat.
Oh, I forgot. I got to teach you. I got a DJ lesson.
They do hang off the general, don't they?
Yo, this is Chris Spencer, and you're on BKS1 Radio.
It's your girl Chanel, BKS1 Radio, and I'm here with the beautiful Garcelle Bouvet.
I'm paying you later.
Hey, I'm the queen of comedy some more, and right now you're rocking with BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio Network. I'm here with the amazing Miss Tasha Smith. How you doing?
I'm doing so good. Thank you for coming out.
Yes, yes.
I really appreciate it.
Hello, Denise Boutte. Hey, what's up? Shout out to BKS1 Radio. See you soon.
Brick City's finest, J.D. Williams. I'm in the Savage Podcast Studio, chilling at BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio. I'm here with the legendary Mr. Dick Gregory. How you doing today, sir?
Fantastic, brother, and thank you, and thank you, and thank you.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Jamie Foxx, BKS1 Radio. What's going on with you?
Storming on. This is George Dr. Funkenstein Clinton for BKS1 Radio.
They be doing the dog, y'all.
Yo, this is Chris Spencer, and you're on BKS1 Radio.
It's your girl Chanel, BKS1 Radio, and I'm here with the beautiful Garcelle.